book is Erasers on Strike. In this story, if you look at the first page, it doesn't look like the erasers are treated very nicely. I flipped through this book before I'm going to read it to you, and I just found out that it's a rhyme. Let's read this funny rhyme while we find out what the students do to the erasers. Of all the classroom tools, we're the smallest in the bunch, but we're also the most beat up, damaged, bent and crunched. We sit atop the pencils, waiting to be kindly used, but instead we end up broken, frequently being abused. The big erasers that stand alone without a pencil mate are often treated in ways that are usually less than great. There's stabbing and sticking that we're subjected to every day. The children bend and break us as if we're toys with which to play. Oh, look, he's chewing an eraser. I hope the eraser doesn't get hurt. Sometimes they like to chew on us or bite off a big chunk. They don't treat us like the important tools we are. Instead, we're treated like junk. Oh no, they're ripping all of the erasers. There's so many teeny tiny bits. They don't even look like erasers anymore. They rip us all apart and crumple us at their desks. They don't care that they are rough with us or that they make a mess. The worst part is when they need us the most, they forget how they rip us to bits, how they tore us off pencil tops and dropped on the floor around where they sit. Where they've made a mistake on paper, they desperately need to erase. That's where they can never find us because they have thrown us out of place. I don't know why they're searching for their erasers when they already know that they ripped them up and threw them away. One day we decided we had it. We determined we had enough. If the children thought they didn't need us, well, we'd call their bluff. Erasers of all kinds, from animal shape to large pink, started making our way to the cubbies, right past the classroom sink. I think the erasers had enough. That's why it looks like they're going to cubbies. We hid away in the cubbies when they were outside for a recess. Hopefully, they realized their lack of respect. Our mission would be a success. We asked the pencils to help us, leave the children a simple note. We would be gone when they got back, and here's what we wrote. Look at the pencils. They're shaking hands with their erasers. It looks like the little red eraser belongs to the green pencil. Let's find out what they wrote. I think I know what they wrote. They must have wrote telling the children, we had enough, we're leaving, or something like that. Let's read the note. We're tired of being mistreated, so we're doing something you won't like. You kids, you won't see us anymore. Us erasers, we're going on strike. Don't bother trying to find us until you've learned respect. That's right, we're gone now. The class erasers have left. The kids got back from lunch. They didn't notice we were gone at first. Then one student made an error, and his eyes looked as if they were gonna burst. He looked atop his pencil. His eraser was nowhere in sight. There was no way to fix his mistakes. The students knew something was not right. Finally, one found our note and read it to the others out loud. When they all understood our stance, they agreed they didn't feel proud. They flipped the paper over, grabbed the pencil, and wrote us back. Let's see what they wrote. I hope it's something nice. They wrote, "We need you to complete our schoolwork. We promise we'll get our behavior on track. We didn't mean to hurt you so deeply, and we're sorry for all that we've done. We thought we were just being silly. Now we realize for you it wasn't fun." After the students searched the room high and low, eventually we agreed to come out. "We just want to be treated nicely," one of us said, as we came out from the cubby with a shout. The students each took turns saying sorry, and we erased their small mistakes. Once they treated us correctly, everything was great. Look at the erasers. They're all so happy that the students are saying sorry. So be careful when you're in class that you treat your tools with care, because you never know they can go on strike and no longer be there. The end. What is your favorite part of the story? My favorite part of the story is where all of the erasers came back and the students said sorry. And also I have another question this time. Which eraser is your favorite? I'm going to give you some seconds to think about it. Okay, my favorite eraser is the cat eraser, because in this last picture, he's looking at a ball of yarn. Ruby's new home. Everyone was excited. Mom and Dad had a big surprise. Today was the day Ruby would arrive. The kids could not wait to meet their new dog. After lunch, Mom and Dad brought Ruby home. Everyone has to learn to share, Mom said. We will all have to take care of Ruby. Isn't she cute? Jade said. Ruby is going to be so much fun, said Jordan. Justin smiled and nodded. Everyone loved Ruby right away. Mom took them to the pet store. She told each of them they could pick out something special for Ruby. Puppy supplies. Jade picked out a leash and ball. Jordan picked out a ball and blanket. Justin picked out a collar and a tag. Then he picked out a box of treats for Ruby. Everything was red. Why did you all pick red? Asked Mom. Her name is Ruby, said Jade. So red is her favorite color. Mom smiled. I am glad we are all sharing Ruby so well, she said. That night, Mom heard loud voices. She walked down the hall to see what was going on. Justin was hugging Ruby. Jordan was holding her ball, and Jade was trying to pull Ruby with her leash. What is going on here? Asked Mom. Jordan said, Ruby is my dog. I want her to sleep in my room. Justin said, no, Ruby is my dog. I want her to sleep in my room. Jade said, Mom, they are both wrong. Ruby is my dog, and she should sleep in my room. Just then Ruby barked. They all let go of Ruby and looked at Mom. Ruby's a member of our family, Mom said. We need to share her. There is plenty of fun to go around. Ruby loves all of you. Right, Ruby? Everyone looked around. Where was Ruby now? Asked Justin. Where did Ruby go? She was nowhere in sight. They looked in Jordan's room. No Ruby. They looked in Jade's room. No Ruby. They looked in Justin's room. No Ruby. They looked downstairs. Ruby was curled up in her crate on her brand new red blanket. She was fast asleep. It looks like Ruby has found her own spot to sleep, said Mom. The next morning, Dad had a good idea. Let's have a picnic at the park, he said. Can Ruby come too? Asked Jade. We can all play with her together. I will bring Ruby's leash, said Justin. I will bring her ball, said Jordan. And I will bring her treats, said Jade. They all took turns playing with Ruby. They all threw the ball for her to chase. They took turns holding the leash to keep her safely near them. They all gave her treats, but not too many. On the drive home, Ruby fell asleep in the back seat. She was so tired, she was snoring. Look, Mom, said Justin. Sweet little Ruby really is our dog, Mom smiled. Isn't sharing fun? We can share taking care of Ruby, and we can share playing with Ruby. Best of all, said Dad, we can share Ruby's love too. The end. What is your favorite part of the story? My favorite part of the story is where Ruby was sleeping in her own place. This book is Shhh by Kevin Henkes. Everything is quiet. Everyone is sleeping. Lion and Bear and Bunny are quiet. They're sleeping on my blanket. The cat is quiet. She's sleeping in her box. The dog is quiet. He's sleeping on his rug. The baby is quiet. She's sleeping in her crib. Mama and Papa are quiet. They're sleeping in their bed. Everything is quiet. Everyone is sleeping. Until I wake them up. Good morning, Lion and Bear and Bunny. Good morning, baby. Good morning, Mama. Good morning, Papa. Good morning, dog. Good morning, cat. Look, everybody's awake. They're not quiet anymore. They're not sleeping anymore. Look at the bottom of the page. Lion, Bear, and Bunny are awake too. what is your favorite part of the story? My favorite part of the story is where it says Maya and Bear and Bunny are asleep.